Can I get an amen from the choir? 2 trillion. There it is again, man. That number, I keep telling y'all, keeps popping up. 2 trillion. 2 trillion for defense spends, $2 trillion for whatever. It just keeps coming up, and I keep telling you. And this is in the 80s. This is the guy, Ronald Reagan, for those of you that do not know, that I keep telling you, that has us in the situation that we are currently in with the wealth gap. Everything that is happening today is just an extension of what this man did in the 80s. Make no mistake, I'll say this again, that everything we are witnessing right now and experiencing is just on an extreme level and has been done before. Just like raising the federal fucking minimum wage, and look where that got us. So that 2 trillion, for those of you that don't know, there is roughly about 165 million taxpayers in this country. So if you was to, divide that up, it's roughly around $9,200 for each one of us. I've said that a million times before. So what is up with this $2 trillion? 2222222. So 42 million African Americans in the United States, which happens to make up one of the most impoverished communities in this country, spends $2 trillion as consumers every year. So let's just assume that for every 42 million of us, we spend $2 trillion consistently, right? Let's just flatten it out. Take about 150 million people since the country's divided. 42 million goes into 150 million, 3.5 times. So that rounds us off to about $7 trillion. Now, imagine, right? If we were to divide that 2 trillion amongst all the taxpayers, tax-free, what would that do for you right now in this economy? Exactly. So let's go back to that 7 trillion. If we divide that evenly amongst the 150 million, that is $46,666. What would that do for you? Right? Matter of fact, most of y'all don't even make that working. And I guarantee you, if you could make $46,000 right now tax-free, you wouldn't be worried about raising the federal minimum wage or taxing the damn rich. We wouldn't need to. If you take that same 7 trillion and you divide it evenly amongst 350 people, which is roughly the population of the United States, you're looking at $20K each. So what if for some miracle, somehow, man, we fucking put all our efforts together and said, you know what? I'm tired of subsidizing everything. I'm tired of all my tax dollars going to things that don't even fucking benefit me. I'm tired of... Here's one for you. Try this one on for size. I'm tired of subsidizing fucking states that keep pointing the finger at my state saying that we're fucking smooching off the system when we actually subsidize all of their fucking needs. From their roads, education, to their hospitals. Ungrateful fucks that they are, aren't they? So, the rich don't pay no taxes, the fucking corporations don't pay no taxes, the churches pay no taxes. We fucking pay for everything, and we are the only ones that are actually working for a living out of this whole equation. Ain't that a bitch? So, how would this look? Let's say we could generate $3 trillion a year through such a program, tax-free. And how would it be tax-free? Well, I mean, if you use your head, again, it takes a fucking collective for us to put our minds together and create this coalition of sorts, nationwide humanitarian effort to help end poverty in America, which is one of the things that's ailing us the most. Drug addiction, crime rates, and all this shit. Just imagine how this would improve the country. But whatever, right? We're not concerned with that shit. We don't even care about these fucking kids. Let's get the higher federal minimum wage. I want to pay higher taxes because I love being in higher tax brackets. That's what I thrive for in life. So, this coalition of sorts, what do we do with it? Well, we spread the wealth amongst ourselves. We can generate about 3 trillion. I'm going to leave it at 3 trillion because you guys be tripping. We could even do 2.5 trillion. $2 to $3 trillion a year for ourselves, since consumerism, our spending power, is our superpower. So therefore we do this tax-free. How is that possible? Loans, donations, and gifts are not taxable. So nationwide coalition that would allow us to spread the wealth amongst ourselves, tax-free. Now we're up there with the elites, the churches, and these fucking sick corporations that just do not provide anything for the economy whatsoever. Now, in a nutshell, what does that mean? That means, well, when the people are well-funded, the economy is going to thrive regardless because we're going to spend. We end poverty in the process. We actually end homelessness, too, but I didn't want to go too far on y'all because, brain power here. I don't want to fry anybody's brains. And then, what else do we have? We don't have the need to be arguing for a higher federal minimum wage. We don't have a need to be... We give ourselves a peace of mind. It sounds nice to me. I'd rather take that than the fucking money. But you know what? Every little bit helps, right? And especially with this economy and the rate that this country's going in. We also relieve ourselves from having to worry about asking our boss for a raise. We don't have to worry about taxing the rich and all this nonsense. It's an investment in your children's future. I don't know, this shit sounds nice to me. But yeah, for every 42 million of us, we actually spend $2 to $4 trillion a year, man. And if you take the population of 350 million people, that explains, do the math, that explains how in the hell is it that we spent 19 trillion in 2024, we spent 21 trillion in 2025, and here we are in 2022 with this economy, we're on track for about 22 trillion. I wouldn't be surprised if it's higher than that. And if you add all that up, that's higher than the national deficit. Like, God damn, we got some money, don't we? Sounds to me like we're the true billionaires and trillionaires of this country. Sounds to me that our lack and our unwillingness to work together as a collective for the sake of humanity, that we're doing ourselves an injustice, and we keep pointing the finger at government. We have more than enough to go around, people. It is just the willingness, a matter of the willingness of us working together and pulling our resources. We have the technology, we have the numbers, and we got the money. So, if you're making any don't misconstrue anything that I'm saying. Don't make any assumptions. This isn't really about the money, although, we can't survive without it. It's about love, care, concern, compassion, empathy, selflessness, some fucking kindness, some care and concern for your fellow man and woman. And just remember, every decision we make today is going to affect our children in the future. Just like everything that we have inherited. Too many people laying around, pointing the finger at each other, arguing, bitching, and bickering about nothingness, not addressing the issue at hand, and look where we're at today in 2026. So make no mistake, I'll say it again. Reaganomics, the man in the picture, what he did, our parents allowed this shit to happen. They did not fight against it. Or at least they didn't do enough to fight against it. And here we are, Project 2026. It's the same fucking playbook. Don't be fooled, people. It's the same fucking playbook. It's just on an extreme level because of the individuals we're dealing with right now in this administration. We need an economist and a software developer to come together, crunch up the numbers, create the algorithm that would allow this project to go ahead and shuffle the money amongst us or distribute the money amongst us. And we want automatic payments. And we are required to select the name off the list. So now everybody's doing their part. We're all participating and working simultaneously with this app, side by side. We got each other's backs. That's how this fucking works. It's real fucking simple. You truly want to create a better quality of life, it's time we pull our shit together and stop relying on these folks. Fuck those midterms. Fuck raising the federal minimum wage. Fuck the SNAP program. We never needed that shit. And fuck them all, man. Just fuck them all, man. Fuck these people. Get the fuck out of here with this shit, man. I'm tired of this shit already. Tired of this shit. And then we gotta over here look at each other like it ain't our fucking fault. Where is the fuck, I lost my train of thought, I ain't gonna lie. Woo! Yeah. When do we take responsibility for our own actions and the choices we make, man? When do we start understanding that the choices we make today are going to affect our children? This is not fair to them, bro. This shit wasn't fair to us. It truly isn't. It ain't fair for us to sit here and allow this shit to trickle down to our little ones, man. They deserve better. We deserve better. We've more than earned it. And it's time we're not going to get anywhere, man, without each other. We need to start understanding we ain't shit without each other. We need each other, just like these people need us, because if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't have the shit that they have. Y'all have a blessed day, man. Share the content, please.